Hi, hello everyone. Welcome into That Sounds Gay, a podcast where we discuss every season of Drag Race in chronological order. We are talking about Drag Race All Stars Season 8. We are doing episode, I think this is 5 episodes to count.
1, 2, 3, 4. Top 8.
Top 5. 5 episodes. Not 5 episodes, 3 episodes. I can't count. Should I do another take? I think I should do it again. I had a stroke. My name is Jer, and our gay sound presented by Jesse today is...
Sorry.
There was something so Rita Baga about that somehow. Like, I could see her making that sound.
Alien actress taking over.
Yeah, it was like the same concept.
Love that.
It was like Rita at a haunted house.
It was the bag attack.
Yeah. Rita Bag of Chips. New Wheelness of Fortune ball. Is that not what it is?
It's like it's like a Brillo pad alien. Get into that. Catch that tea.
Catch all that tea. Last week, the bells and gongs were ringing for some bottom queens. I think we may not have necessarily completely agreed on the bottoms themselves, but I think we both agreed that some of the bottoms were wrong in those first couple weeks, and that there were some odd judgment calls, and some things may not have been true from to said. This week, we are starting... that got you. This week, we're starting in episode 3, the Supermarket Ball. Another episode where I think like the judging is wackadoodle.
Yeah. So true, queen.
Bob queen. Okay, I just want to kick this off right now. And I'm going to get really ahead of myself before we get there. I feel like Jessica got the Lanesha treatment.
Oh.
Do you remember when Lanesha... of course you remember. We both have brain rot. Lanesha banged out that very first design challenge and did not get any kind of win. I can move that for you if you want. Did not get any kind of win.
Yes.
Right? And then the next week, during that... Oh, that didn't work. The lip sync challenge, they give Lanesha a random win for her impression of Tyra. And I really feel like that could have gone to Coco, or should have gone to Coco. But they gave Lanesha this random win. And that happens every now and again, where there will be a queen who performs just fine. It's not like they perform bad, but they will get a win when they probably should have gotten it the week before.
So fair, so real.
And I feel like that happened to Jessica this week, because I think she could have won last week, and had she been in the top and been really close to winning next to Jimbo, maybe it wouldn't have felt so weird that she, I don't know, got... My thoughts are all over the place with that. But yeah, I just feel like she should have been in the top last week. Probably should have won last week.
Catch that tea.
Rather than this one. Let's see. We talked about RDR last week. And I think that this is where my frustration with this season initially started. So watching it again, I think I was having like an out-of-body experience. So I'm like, what is all of this? Like, I feel like I disassociated through most of it.
What is this?
We're going to get to a point where the seasons we're talking about are ones that I reviewed. Like, I remember very distinctly reviewing week by week things like UK versus the World Season 2. I remember vividly reviewing Thailand.
It's crazy. It's going to be like, we're going to come back around to like your own content being like a reference point to like
literally
what you're reviewing again.
Quite literally, we're gonna get to that point. I remember vividly like reviewing Canada 4, but this one was just like a fever dream watching it over again.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's so recent, but it really feels like a completely different like multiverse that I'm witnessing. A different time, a different place, a different space.
It was very live, laugh, love. So Naysha is out, and it is revealed that Jimbo also chose Naysha, and one is of those votes there's 3 for Kahana, 3 votes for her, and one of those votes is from Jessica, who's like, I just couldn't vote for my sister. That's my girl, which is what happened with Yara.
Yeah.
Yara did not want to get rid of Serena, and I think this is a phenomenon that the U.S. girlies just don't really experience, but the Puerto Rican girls, they come in and they're like, no, we are locked together. If we are here, we are family, like Olive Garden. You know?
Us girlies gotta stick together.
Right. And I think it kind of jolts the room a little bit when they're like, oh, you're loyal to your friend and not to what's fair. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with playing the game socially. You need to have your relationships in the room in order to make it through.
And I think that also shows a part of them that exists outside of the reality TV of it all, the, you know, the perception, the social media perception of it all.
Right.
They really are just playing it true to how they feel and what they, you know, think is right internally, you know? And I do respect that.
I do too. It is such a different game in the All-Stars where they're voting together, like all as one group, than just the top 2 eliminate. There's a lot more strategy that goes into it, I think, that they kind of forget about there in the room and that the audience also kind of forgets about. So this week we have a ball.
A ball.
A ball. There are 3 categories this time. And so far of the All-Stars, we've only had 2 balls, right? All-Star 6 and then this one?
Oh.
I don't think they did the Warhol ball, but I don't think a 2-look ball
I
counts.
hate a 2-look ball. That's barely anything. So you're telling me you did a ball for a mini challenge of season 7?
Right.
So that's a ball.
That's a ball. It's a pair of balls.
It's also, I hate when it's a quote unquote ball when one of the 2 looks is nothing. Like the Hello Kitty ball.
Oh, yeah. Here's a mascot. Go on out. Get on up.
Go strut, diva. Go strut, you stupid little diva.
What was it that you said? The bassoon. Keep rocking that bassoon toots.
No, it's that TikTok where it's like, keep that bassoon wailing toots.
That one. That got me together. So category 1 is legendary queens.
Leg.
And dairy. All leg, no dairy. What was the rest of the hook of that?
I'm legendary.
All leg, no dairy. And that's all I remember. I can't remember anything more of it. Category 2 is fruity patootie, which, why don't they do the fruit category more often? That's so cute.
Fruit.
Fruit? What'd you call me? Because we had the fruit category in UK3. And then this one. And then they just did, what do they call it? Disfrutar, that they did in España 5, which is like a play on fruit and enjoy.
Yes.
I like the fruit categories. They're cute. And then RuPaul says, be inspired by nature's candy. And all I thought of was Pink Chadora. Natural candy.
Natural candy. That song is insane.
Isn't
with
it?
That fucking rabbit look. Like, literally, what is wrong with her? She's unwell.
Unwell. And then category 3 is Supermarket Supermodel. Create a high fashion look using items you'd find at the supermarket. Wasn't this part of the prompt that they had for Philippines in their... It's like, make an outfit that represents the fierceness that you feel when you go to the grocery store. I swear we talked about this for Philippines 1 and you lost your shit then for the way that I phrased it. And I'm like, I'm just quoting Mama Powell, but she said it fiercer.
It's just that verbiage. Like, you know that fierceness you feel when you go to the grocery store? And how it makes you, like, question your gender.
Yeah.
You know when you're in, like, the middle aisles of the supermarket and you feel like a woman? That's what this runway's all about.
You're grabbing that cream corn and you're like, oh.
You know when you're deciding what kind of, like, toilet paper softness is right for your household and you just feel so domestic and unstoppable?
And unstoppable. The pit crew looked delightful today. And the items that they've got are just like so much junk.
Junk.
Like actual junk.
Junk.
I swear we will never get through a ball category without referencing April Carry-On.
It's what she deserves since she
does.
can't make it to to the event.
Since she can't be invited to All Stars.
Yeah, she didn't get the invite to the soiree.
She didn't RSVP. There's food though. Like, what are they supposed to do with things like cheese puffs?
See, no, I don't want produce in my fashion. It's giving me Project Runway Season 1, Episode 1. They had a supermarket sewing challenge.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the OG season.
The very, very first season, Austin Scarlett was his debut season.
Yeah.
Was he the one? No, he wasn't the one who won that challenge. So, because some of them use leafy greens, which they dried and transformed overnight.
Yeah.
One of them was smart, and they made like a jacket out of butcher paper.
Oh,
the brown
that's
butcher
smart.
paper. Yeah, and they used it to tailor. But yeah, it was giving me that jush.
Yeah, and I mean, drag queens are resourceful, but I don't want them putting food on costumes.
No, there's already enough smells.
Exactly, those tights, they're going to be even stinkier than normal. Rue and Heidi have this really great and special moment where they're talking about Heidi's family. And I remember this distinctly. I remember talking about this when this episode dropped. I'm referencing myself at this point. I remember specifically talking about this because I thought, why did this get left in the edit for Heidi to get dust? Was this left in because she's got short time? She's on borrowed time on Drag Race, so they're like, let's give her a little storyline. But typically, when Rue has a good connection with someone or is bantering with them in some way, either it's to bolster that Rue despises them, like all the drama that happened with Rue versus Marsha last season, where Rue was like shading Marsha during all those walkthroughs. Or it's like, you're getting a heavy story because you're going to win.
Yeah, it's like it was a glimpse into a different storyline. Mm-hmm. We're seeing another vignette, a peek into an alternate universe.
An unresolved alternate universe. So there's not much that happens in between that and the ball. So let's get into these looks. Jimbo is the very first out for category 1. I'll just run through these really quick.
Are we doing it girl by girl?
Girl by girl.
Goyle by goyle.
Goyle by goyle. She's doing milk buggles?
Ew, what kind of weird Drag Race Down Under name?
Hi, my name is Milk Buggles. I'm from Brisbane. That's Down Under, right? Brisbane? Brisbane?
Brisbane? Wait.
Or is that...
Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer
Lopez.
From Brisbane. Hi, my name is Milk Buggles. I'm from Brisbane. Milk Buggles. It's so hard to do an Australian accent.
No.
I just have to channel the spirit of Alexis when she says you have to say do you know what I'm talking about?
Alexis P. Bevels?
Yes. Do you know what I'm talking about? Her phonetic trick to channel Australian?
No, maybe one time I've heard it.
Shout out Alexis P. Bevels. I just watched a video. Did you see her video of her sewing?
I watched a little bit of it, yeah.
It was the most charming thing. I'm in love with her.
She's very charming.
Anyways, there's a video back in the day, but you'll sometimes hear her say it to lock in. Mm-hmm. But back in the day, she explained it of if you need to get your Australian accent on, you say Jennifer Lopez with an Australian accent because you're hitting all of the consonants and vowels and sounds and Jennifer Lopez. So once you get that right, then from there on, you're Australian. You're from Brisbane.
Say Jennifer Lopez 3 times, then baby, you're from you're Australian. Down. Yeah. Period. I didn't know this.
So Jimbo.
Category 1 for legendary is Milk Bubbles. For Fruity Patootie,
Milky Guggles.
For category 2, she's doing a word play, not necessarily doing an actual fruit. And then for Supermodel she's doing lettuce. So what do you think about
Lettuce?
lettuce? Head of lettuce.
When I think of lettuce, I think of Scarlet
I
Harlot.
did too.
The queen of lettuce.
I literally wrote down Rue put her high because he saw this and thought of Scarlet Harlot.
Scarlet Harlot, queen of lettuce. Queen of flips, queen of lettuce. Sorry. Okay.
That's her new hashtag.
The milk, don't like it.
I don't either.
It's giving Mod meets Alien meets the phobia of like bubbles and like round things, you know?
Yeah, I think the construction is deadly, but like I don't get milk or dairy.
Dairy girls.
But I will say, I think that's my favorite of the package.
The milk look?
Yeah, and I don't like it that much.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's get into the fruity look.
Yeah, fruity look. What do you think about the wordplay? Because she's not doing an actual fruit. She's doing fruity, like the word that people use to describe gay people.
Yes, and there's gays on the dress. And I mean, the color palette is fruity.
Yeah. I will say, I don't like the RuPaul butthole licking.
With that hair.
With the hair. Well, and then also Rue's on this.
Rue on the dress with the Rue hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. I almost would have wanted more like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like H word, but like, I would almost think more like Tom of Finland or like, I don't know, like something like that.
That would have been fun.
Because this is just diva.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess divas are fruity, but like...
Sure.
I just see this dress, I'm like, yes, diva.
But like, who's on this? Cher? Is Cher fruity? Or does Cher just represent fruity people?
Is the woman in the green wig not Eureka? Like, who is that?
Oh my god, that's divine. Not Eureka.
Doesn't it look like Eureka just cheesing at the camera?
It does.
And then, like, Gina Gum on her right tit. Like, what? Who is that blown?
Gina.
Who is that blown out? It also looks like Chapo. I was going to say, it also looks like Chapo Roan. I swear it's like 90% RuPaul and then like Eureka and Chapo Roan. Like, that's what I'm getting.
Chapo Roan is crazy.
And then the bottom right is Black Peppa.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna crash out. Is that Marsha? Marsha P. David? Marsha. We are going to prison. But okay, the prompt was nature's candy. Does this give you nature's candy? Natural candy. Natural candy.
No, it's not nature and it's not candy. Cake and candy. It's cake and candy.
It's cake and candy. I don't think I told you this when I was watching the Bring Back My Girls for España 3 because I told Jess that I checked that out. And so many of the girls spoke English in a way I didn't realize. Pink Chadora said something, I think it was to Bestia, like, is it normal that you can understand more things in English than you do in Spanish? And I'm like, was Bestia that dumb? Like,
that is crazy.
I'm pretty sure it was to Bestia.
Deep twisted shade.
Right. And then for Supermarket Supermodel, I really just don't understand why she was high.
The way that like life is crazy because this could be low in like a different All Stars.
If Marsha wore this or Jan wore that would be at the bottom. They would be lip syncing. They wouldn't even have that as a rule, but they'd be like, you have to lip sync solo for punishment.
It is kind of a non-look to me. It's like, well, obviously you sewed it. Mm-hmm. It's giving like a backup dancer to Josephine Baker with her bananas.
I see that. And then next, I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Next is Kahana. So she's doing a gay
Cowbells.
cow. Cowbells with Ali and AJ.
Yeah.
Stop. For 2, she is doing a banana look. And then she's doing a superhero inspiration for category 3. So what do you think about her Tittylicious Latina Milk Factory cow?
I like it.
Me too.
I think it's quite cute. I have no problem with it. I think she looks good.
I think the hair is really cute too.
I think the hair is cute. I think, yes, it is, wild and slutty, but that works for her. Mm-hmm. I almost wish the leggings, like, it was like all the way, like it didn't just cut off at the leg like that.
Yeah, that it goes all the way to the foot.
Yeah. Yeah, like a stocking.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fierce to me, but other than that, she looks great.
Well, because there's that distracting strap that's at the bottom, too.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of that either. For the banana, I'm obsessed with how scrumptious this looks. The hair is a flawless match for banana yellow. There's rhinestoning on the peel interior. It's kind of like Hunger Games almost.
Well, it's done so well because it's like a banana wig. And then, like, the dress itself is a banana peel with banana appliques, banana earrings. Like, there's bananas served so many different ways. And, I love the aging of the banana as well.
Yeah.
And it does look good without looking gross.
Oh, totally.
You
Because it
know?
could look nasty. It could look like a nasty, overripe banana.
Yeah, and they pull out just, like, brown sludge. You know?
That little dead spider-looking thing that's at the top of it when it ripens too much.
Very that. I think the chunky banana earrings are a little too much.
Oh, you know, Liv?
I think a circular cross section of a banana earring, like a round, like a cut banana.
Oh, okay.
That would have been cute to me. Like if it was a big round cut banana with like stoning and like the seeds.
So no uncut bananas in this house.
Well, no, that's for the front. The uncut bananas are in the front.
That's true. She does have those right at the front.
And the cut bananas are on her ears.
That's true. Or little medallions would have been cute.
Medallions. Oh, I adore medallions.
I'm gonna throw up. This superhero look, it's giving me like superhero of IKEA.
Stop. Superhero of IKEA is like a weird indie song title.
Totally.
It's giving Blue Hydrangea's Sewing Challenge look from season 1 of UK.
Oh, I see that.
Meets like a weird like Lady Gaga night. Like it looks like it could be a Lady Gaga look, like in the Fame era.
It's Chromatica filmed at the food court of IKEA. She's getting Swedish meatballs while dancing.
Not Chromatica at the food court. That's crazy.
That's the episode title.
Chromatica at the food court.
Yeah. Am I crazy for thinking that this trio of looks was high?
I think her sewn look was my least favorite, but I think it was higher than Jimbo's.
Yeah.
I would swap her and Jimbo, if anything.
Yeah, totally. I would put her in the top 3. I think she looks really good in all these looks. Next is Jim's man's face. I just scrolled out of my looks. For category 1, she's doing like a cookie Barbarella thing. For Fruity Patootie, she's got lemons. And then she's doing a housewife for her supermodel look.
All right, let's get into it.
What do you think about Dairy?
I don't like it.
I don't either. Do you remember what Naisha did? She kind of did something similar for her eliminated look.
Get those cookies.
Get those cookies.
Well, because I don't like the hands all over. Like, it almost looks like the cookies were added later.
Yeah.
I was confused by that. It looks like some weird hand look that came in the same collection as Selena Estitty's glove look. Like,
oh, yeah.
like this, like walked in the same show as that look.
Completely.
But I just don't understand it.
I think I would like the hands better if her human hands were hidden somehow, or the human hands that are on the dress were gone. I think that the fact that there are hands on the dress, her hands, and then these big hands, it all is just a visual eyesore for me. It's like it's almost surrealism, but too far into surrealism.
Yeah, give me more cookies.
I want a lot more cookies. And then I also I don't really get the perspective of all of this with the cookies.
Yes.
Like, it could be surrealist, easy.
Yes.
But it just doesn't go for it all the way. For lemons, this is horrible.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
I think what really takes it away for me is the panty and then like nothing from the waist down.
Yeah.
Like, I would really prefer if it was sort of that saloon girl kind of skirt.
Oh, uh-huh.
You know, something like that, because I feel like that would make sense as an extension of the bodice, you know? That's sort of like handkerchiefy saloon girl skirt. Maybe some like different layers. I don't know. Something. But just having the panty with like, I'm confused. Is it like the garter belt has like an earring on it?
There's a lot of little mini lemons everywhere, too.
Yeah.
But I think
mean,
that might be an earring.
I
I'm
like
not sure
the
what that's
corset,
supposed to
but do you
be.
see what I mean? Like from
Yeah.
the waist, like it looks like a garter belt that should be like tying to a stocking,
Yeah.
but there's no like garter there or whatever stocking for it to clip to, and so it looks like she just has these like big like chandelier earrings on them,
Dangly bits.
the little dangly bits.
Do you have hip earrings like me? I also think that the lemons are just too small. That are like above the boobs. There's more lemons up there, but they don't stand out.
They won't translate. Yeah, she needs big old lemons. I know I said that Kahana's bananas were too big, but the lemons on James are too small.
Yeah, we have scale issues. That's the category. And then for Supermarket Supermodel, my problem is that it separates. I like separates.
What's your problem with separates?
I love a separate. I don't like these separates.
Oh.
She has a bralette that's not connected to the skirt, and it's meant to be within like a 60s aesthetic. But even that skirt, we don't even see that it's got a full closure on it because there's a big ass apron that's covering the puss.
Yeah, I don't like this like oven mitt, pie holder, pot holder, trivet, pussy cover thing.
Yeah.
It's very strange to me. I love the Detox's trash talking trash receptacle
That's fun.
making an appearance. And I like the color choice. That lavender is really cute, but yeah, the pussy apron pot holder is a bummer.
Yeah. How are we to know that any of this closes?
Maybe it doesn't.
Maybe it doesn't, and that's my problem.
Maybe it's just Velcro and a hook and eye, and then she covered it all with the pot holder.
With a giant flyaway thread.
Wow.
Like a 2-foot flyaway thread.
When a thread, like a singular thread, is visible on camera, that's rough.
Isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of construction problems with this. And she thought she was high. I think
She was high.
She was high.
She was.
She was high for thinking this was high.
Surely.
My first gong is ringing. This is my first bottom three.
The first bell tolls.
The first bell tolls for this one. I would 100% put James in the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to change my strategy going forward. So next is Candy Muse for Legen-DAIRY. She's doing a dairy splash. What do you think?
It's fine. I think this was around the time where that sort of like 3D, not 3D printed, but that resin sculpted, the liquid in motion kind of like as a backdrop.
Like Trinity's bubblegum thing that she did?
Yeah. And I mean, it still is, I think, a thing. Like we're seeing more of it, especially because nowadays someone pointed out like through this past year and probably continued, the backdrops on dresses trend is big right now, where like you're just wearing like a pretty gown and then you have like a scene created behind you. And I feel like those kinds of like techniques and textures are very prevalent with that.
Totally.
So I feel like this is a very of the time kind of thing, but I just hate that it's just like a white bodysuit and that,
I would agree. I'm assuming that those plastic pieces that's holding the white part down in the back, that's a little bit distracting. Do you see that? The clear plastic on the thighs.
Yeah.
I don't really get what that's there for, but that's a little distracting. And then I don't like that none of this connects. Like there's this huge fupa flap.
Yeah. And I mean, since the white like structural piece is so cool, I just wish the garment itself was more interesting.
Me as well. For Fruity Patootie, she's doing corset lingerie. And I ask again, did we see anything this season from Candy that we did not see already in 13? Because I swear we saw this silhouette multiple times in 13.
Yeah, I would say the milk look is the most elevated of the trio just because of the obvious budget. But I think the cherry look and the sewn look are very a la 13.
Yeah.
And like even the cherry look, it's funny because I don't even remember the runway, but there's the other runway where she like has her titties out. Oh my god, she has her titties out.
Qué poor mother.
And she has like a hat on or something, but she's like giving like very sexy diva.
Yeah.
And like that was from her original season, and like those looks are stronger than this look. Like I do not like this cherry look.
Calling it cherries is really generous. It's just a red corset with a couple little pieces of cherry on it. And that headpiece I don't think is enough. It's really simple and low key for a ball. And then for Supermarket Supermodel, she's doing a foil look, which we've seen so much foil on Drag Race. I think maybe the skirt is the most interesting that I've seen of the foil looks, and I like the height of it. Yeah. But I don't like that the black panty is visible. And then the front of it, this like aquarium moment that she's having, I don't like that there's a black band that's holding it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the black band. And I just think it's also an unfortunate because it's too height and length similar to her other pieces this week. Like, either, I don't know. I just feel like, shoot, I'm bringing 2 bodysuits with stuff wrapped around it. Like, I should probably not do a super, super short dress with like a big puffy skirt because it's still giving that same kind of vibe of like minimal body with volume around it.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the through line. And like, I think the other 2 do it better than this one.
Absolutely. My second bell is ringing.
The second bell tolls.
And then next up we have Alexis Michelle. First look is another cow, but it looks donkey to me.
The ears are donkey down.
It's donkey down.
It's donkey down, but it is also big and cartoony, like when they became cows in That's So Raven.
Stop.
Yeah.
I love that she's repping for the fisting community, but I just really hate the whole look. And I don't understand why you're wearing a fisting bandana for a cow.
Alexis, mute this. I feel so bad because I'm all here for like representation and alt drag, and like I love it when I see it on Dragula, but there are multiple times this season where Alexis is repping like kinks and sexuality and like kind of alt stuff, and I'm like,
Okay, her Miss Man Pig though I think is really fierce when we get there.
Miss Man Pig, yeah. It's just like, I don't know, it's like seeing your gay uncle on the apps. Like,
totally.
It is strange.
Yeah.
Or like seeing your former teacher at Pride, like in a harness. Like,
fully.
It is a little like, oh, well, yes, good for you. Love that. Love the message.
Yeah.
But like, I'm retreating.
Right. No, I get that. For Fruity Patootie, I think that she looks glam. I think she looks elegant, but I do not get blueberry from this.
Blueberry. I mean, it's giving blue.
It's giving, I mean, the color's blueberry. And then the thing that's confusing to me is the balls in the hair, which is where you should never put balls.
Are those the blueberries?
Those are the blueberries. There are some fuzzy ends that are coming off of them, which
spores.
are spores.
It's giving spores. Like, what is this?
It's giving Last of Us. Because, what are those? Why is that there? You see that?
Yeah.
Little fungi.
Yeah, they look like, this is so strange, but you know in Kingdom Hearts, after you beat Oogie Boogie, and then it comes back as like a house, and there's those weird like,
oh my god,
orbs that shoot fire of like the orbs of darkness, like that you have to destroy. It's giving that.
Oh my god,
little orb pustules.
That's what the whole dress is giving. That's her yassified.
This is her now. Feel old.
That's orb pestule.
Yeah, and then actually her sewn look very much looks like the Oogie Boogie house.
It totally does. I'm gonna pass out because it totally does. I think the top is really cute, but the bottom is evil.
Wait, that's the name of the title. The bottom is evil.
The top is cute. The bottom is evil. That could describe so many couples I know. I think they're discordant, but who's she giving in this photo? She looks like someone, doesn't she?
It is a weird separate.
Oh my god, she looks like Chad.
Not Chad. Stop that. I swear, I need anyone who is watching and knows Alexis's look. Google Oogie Boogie's house. She is giving Oogie Boogie's house down. Down. Diva, why are you dressed like Oogie Boogie's abode? Sister, do better.
Episode title, Oogie Boogie's abode.
Oogie Boogie's abode.
Yeah, I think the styling is really killing it. There are elements here that are strong. I kind of like the neckline too.
Well, it's just the first two are such distinct POVs and elevated styling choices that this third one just feels kind of whack.
Yeah. Whack is the right word. Lala Ree is next. Her first look is another cow. If this was Canada's Drag Race, they would not allow this many cows. I really think that hers is my favorite of the cow looks.
Really?
Yes. I'm obsessed with this kind of Missy Elliott moment. That sleek bob was so cunty. Did you get the T on that cunt? And then the sleeves. It's super avant-garde. It's super couture. It is very Lala Ree. And then I'm obsessed with the fetish wear that's over this. The harnesses and everything.
Yeah, I like the shapes. I like the shoulders. I love the hat. I agree. And I think it's fun. It's probably my favorite of her three in this package.
Me as well. For Fruity Patootie, I love that caramel apple look. I'm obsessed with this. I 1000% get caramel apple from the look. It's giving me county fair. I think maybe it needed a little more caramel. I would have loved a little more. You're not living.
I'm getting some sort of yesified Winnie the Pooh. The red and yellow. It's a little too Winnie the Pooh for me.
I see it.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I love this season that we have such differing opinions on things because it's so abnormal for us. We're normally oh yeah, I love that. I love that too.
Sisters in sync.
Yeah.
But we're sisters in distress.
And then for Supermarket Supermodel, she's giving Grace Jones. I think it's kind of futuristic. I'm obsessed with the shape. And for Lala, after that bag dress, this is great.
It's giving in a musical when a character dies and they're they come back as a spirit, but they're sort of it's sort of contemporary and it's sort of suggesting that they've passed on. So they look sort of ethereal and angelic. It's very that. It's giving ethereal. A ghost in a musical set in New York.
I can see it.
Like she died at the end of Act 1 and now she's coming to guide the woman after she's given birth at the end of the show.
I want to know what this whole show is about. Why did the woman die before her friend gave birth? What is going on in New York?
Yeah, she's singing the what's called the 11 o'clock number, and she's clearly an angel. Yeah, because she's wearing this weird little tunic dress.
I see white. It. I just wanted to know more about this story. I'm very interested in it. Drag Race, get on the horn.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
I do want to celebrate her, so I'm going to put her in top 3 for my personal tastes. The side eye that you just gave me, I really like the looks. I think they're great. And I mean, of the looks presented tonight,
you have a front row seat to the Lala Ree experience.
I do, and I want to watch it. Next, we have Darien Lake. Step into the cool waters. For Legen-DAIRY, I think it's literally just a Leia cosplay, which I don't think is
Stop. Bad. It is White Leia.
White Leia. She already is wearing white in episode 4.
That is crazy. I'm going to jail. The Star Wars fans are not to be fucked with. I am
one of them.
I'm gonna get death threats. I'm gonna get shot.
It's gonna be from me. I'm gonna send you one of those magazine clip letters.
Well, no, I meant white as in race. No.
was white. No, but remember when she did that one look for Glitter Ball, and she was like, I kind of look like when Leia was stuck with Jabba. Do you remember that?
Yes.
This is kind of like she's continuing on the Star Wars theme.
It's giving Princess Leia if it was cum.
Oh, yeah.
Princess Leia.
Princess Leia. And then for so wait, hold on. Do you like or dislike? I think it's very mid.
I like the waist up. I don't like that frumpy skirt.
No, and I don't really get dairy from it. I would never look at this.
Dairy and lake.
And I just literally had the same thought. Dairy and lake.
She should have done something like what's it called? What's it called? What's her name? What Heidi did.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was like the milkman thing. Like she should do like a milk woman for like the dairy and lake like farms.
The dairy and lake farms.
Dairy and lake farms or something.
Oh my god, that would have been cute.
I don't know. I
could see that.
I just work here.
Me too. I think it's very fine. I would not get dairy. For category 2, Fruity Patootie, she's a banana split.
I think that her and Sugarcane's troll doll look, they're like the pain and panic of sleep paralysis demons.
Completely.
Like they're the weird little like frumpy henchmen.
Yeah. Controversial opinion. I don't think this is that bad. I don't think it's now hold on, I see you smirking. It's not good either, but I don't think it's that bad. If you took off the hair and change that to something cleaner looking and not so covering up everything, I think it wouldn't look as bad because the styling is really where this falls apart. And then the cherry parts are, is it Ryan Gosling? Is that who it is that I'm thinking of?
Are you thinking of Chris Evans?
Chris
and
Evans.
Not another teen movie?
Yeah. It's a little like, I don't know why I thought Ryan Gosling. It's a little Chris Evans. Yeah, with the cherries on there. So like, I don't hate that. And I just think the other problem too is that the nude illusion doesn't match well enough to her body. If it was a closer nude illusion.
It's very season 7 nude illusion.
Very. She just needed like some fine tweaks, but the concept of it is not bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion. It's just the styling and the final execution. And then for Supermarket Supermodel. Oof.
It is so like when you melt crayons. Melting crayons on a piece of paper and framing it.
And putting it on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My issue is, I think the first 2 looks were okay, but needed tweaks. Like, the overall idea of them was nice, but they just weren't fully executed. And then this one with this iridescent, crinkly sheet of fabric, it's just such an issue.
I'm like seeing this photo like as a meme format. And it's like when your 3-year-old wraps crayons in tinfoil and puts in the oven. Like it's very much giving my child cooked Crayola crayons in the oven.
You've heard of the peanut butter baby? This is the crayon baby.
This is crayon baby. My child wrapped Crayola crayons in tinfoil and put it in my Breville. And then I looked inside and this is what I saw.
That sounds like the intro for a TikTok. That totally is the intro for a TikTok. I think that this is my third gong.
Dong.
Dong. Which I know is crazy because someone else might be here for you, perhaps? Yes. I don't know who your bottom 3 are. We'll get there in a second. Yeah, I just think it's a problem. So next in the lineup, we have Jessica Wilde. This first one for Legendary, this is one of my absolute favorite looks of the entire season.
To me, this is probably the strongest look of the night. It's definitely the strongest dairy look.
Yes.
Like hands down. Mm-hmm. But dare I say it's probably dairy, I say. It's probably the strongest look of the challenge.
Yes. It's so good. And I love that hair on her. For Fruity Patootie, she's doing berry acai.
It's like Dorothy,
Very Dorothy.
like, meets acai, but it looks like grapes.
It does look like grapes to me, huh?
I mean, I'm sure acai looks like grapes if you saw them in the wild, but yeah, I mean, cute.
Yeah, the callback to her season is really adorable. I think it absolutely gives fruit, and that's important. And I think she incorporated the fruit in an interesting way rather than just like, I put them on my titties.
Yeah, very that.
And then for Supermarket Supermodel, I'm sorry, Jessica, I love you to death. And I think you're everything. This was not a winning look.
It's just crazy that this one and then Jimbo's was in the top, where I'm like,
Yeah.
them two were like usually what you get like shot for.
Yeah,
on Drag Race.
totally.
Like Michelle, like, gun to the head, like, why the fuck did you make a bodysuit? This is a bodysuit with shit glued to it.
Your first two looks were so good. I'm ending you and your families.
Well, yeah, so
Yeah.
I love her, and I think her other two looks were great, especially the dairy look. But I honestly think it was almost sort of like a slope down, like from best to worst.
I would
as
agree
it
with
went
that.
on.
I would agree. Next in the list is Mrs. Kasha Davis. I don't know what that voice was. For Legendary, she's supposed to be sour cream, which is why she's scowling.
What's the circle?
The circle is a glory hole.
I feel like something's going on because of the dress. There's a circle and then like a little dick on the shoulder. Like there's like weird specific shapes that had to have had time and intention put into them. So what are they? What is this dress, Kasha?
What is this, Kasha? I know you're listening. To me, it's giving me kids pageant. Like someone was dressed as like the little kettle. Do you see it? Where like they were dressed as the kettle, and it's like, tip me over and I'll pour out the cream. Like that's what it's giving to me.
And then that in that case be creamer.
Oh
Have a cup of black coffee in your hand and then like tilt over so like you're pouring into the coffee.
Oh, that would have been fun. I don't think it would have saved it, but it would have been fun. And then for Fruity Patootie, she is giving me fashion.
I was gonna say Kahana's mother.
Kahana's mom. Yeah. But like it's fashion. I have never seen Kasha look so glamorous ever.
It is gorgeous. I love the sort of like mother showgirl, like mother supreme of showgirls. I love the idea of the bunches of bananas on the shoulders to add volume, almost like a shoulder pad. I thought that was a fun detail, and yeah, it's very gorgeous, very beautiful.
You mentioned the aging of the banana for Kahana. Coco. Kasha has that too, but
Kasha
Montrese has that same exact idea, but it's in this like geometrical kind of 1920s Art Deco shape.
Yes,
which I'm obsessed with. And this is honestly, I'm so deluded by Stan energy. This look makes up for both the other looks. Because for me, I'm like, Kasha's never looked this glam on Drag Race ever.
I mean, it is truly like for Kasha, it is a showstopper. That's true.
Yeah.
However,
then we get to the kids' party look. It's an eyesore.
Like literally a piñata.
If you hit it, candy will come out. But it'll be those strawberry bonbons. The like old lady ones. That
Gross,
I love
please.
those
I can't
things.
with those bank candy.
Bank candy?
In the bowl at the bank, like while you wait for the clerk.
Yeah, totally. It's got no shape. The colors almost look like condoms, which I think TS said as well.
I think it's got that sacred early season sewing challenge energy. It's so season like 4, 5, 6.
Totally. But I'm a delusional. I would put her like, she would be so low safe. Like, I would tell her as she was leaving, Kasha, you are literally only safe because that banana look. If you had not pulled that out, you would be going home. Like, that banana look was so good. Because even though the sour cream confused me, I didn't hate it as much as, I mean, I was confused, I think, by the look that some of the other girls did, like the ones that I named already as bottoms, I just didn't like anything from Candy's collection.
Yeah.
And at least I love that banana look. It's like a millipoint. It's the smallest little pubic hair of points.
Love that banana.
Love that banana. But then this last one is so awful. But it's 0.0001 from being bottom 3 for me. And I might be crazy, and that's fine. And then I believe our last one out it's Heidi in Closet. Her first look, she's doing a delivery person. Obsessed.
Gorgeous. Very cute little milkman moment. Love it. Clean. Gorge.
I love the incorporation of the vinyl. I think that was a really smart way to create this look.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I think she had one of the stronger ones next to Jessica for Dairy.
Yeah. I was about to say them too. Yeah, totally.
For Fruity Patootie, she's doing a strawberry.
I love this, actually.
I do too.
The, like, weird, big, like, wide pant.
Mm-hmm.
It's so, like, odd and, like, fun. I love it.
It's very different for her.
It is, yeah. And that corset is, like, gorgeous and fitting right. I love the big pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a little, like, fairy tale-ish, the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so fun. I love it for her.
The whole thing is super whimsical. And then the way that she's found these teardrop-shaped gems to make the seeds, also
Yeah.
really smart.
Yeah, very good detail choice. Design choice.
Design choice. And then for Fruity Patootie, am I insane for thinking that this look could have won the entire night?
The sewn look?
Yeah.
Shut it down.
This shut it down, did it not?
Shut it down. Oh no, I don't think you're crazy at all. To me, this is the winner.
This
hands
is the
down,
winner.
of the night. I felt that also. I felt that when I watched it, and I feel it now. Like, I think that she is the winner of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it is such a solid through-line 3 for 3 look that, like, that is how to do it.
Yeah.
That was it.
And
she
she gave
did
us
that.
multiple different points of view in fashion, but they all kind of stayed in the same era.
It just felt very consistent and, yeah, very altogether.
Mm-hmm. I love what is this, like, tequila sunrise kind of color palette?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I really enjoyed the color palette. God, it just was so good. I really didn't understand how this didn't win.
I'm so confused. And on top of the fact that she got that big story moment too. So, like, they lob her this watermelon of a story, and then they, like, don't connect the bat with it.
No.
Like, you had this whole radius to hit, and you didn't even connect with it.
That's what I mean is, like, we really got a glimpse into an alternate timeline. We saw what could have been, and then it went the wrong way, and then it went south.
Yeah. They sugarcaned her, where they show her slaying in the Snatch Game and on the runway, but then she doesn't get the win.
Honey.
So then in deliberations, Jimbo is high, and she even says to Jimbo, this is things glued on a corset, but you did something to make it pop. And I thought, are you on drugs?
It's in the reunion when Detox is like, it's just your Alyssa-isms.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but the Jimbo-isms.
Yeah. Candy's low, Lalaurie is high, Darian's low, Jessica is high, and Mrs. Kasha Davis is low. Jessica is called as the winner, and I already said my piece. I think she should have won last week. I think she got Linnea here. And in my opinion, I think Untucked is kind of required watching for these couple episodes here, because in this one, Heidi is stressed, and I don't know if you remember this at all. She's backstage when Jessica comes in and is like, oh, I won. She, like, folds her arms, and Candy's like, or Jimbo says, what's going on? Why are you quiet? You seem upset. And she's like, just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm upset. And clearly so mad, and, like, sips her drink.
Do I look upset to you?
Yeah, you kind of do.
Like, she yeah, you see the whispers of what's about to go down.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, sister was a little bit shafted.
A little.
A lotta.
A lot of
Shalada.
shafted.
Yeah, but it is true. You definitely start to see things start to crack and fall apart.
Completely. And she says that she wants to go home. She says, have fun. I've shown enough. Like, she's donezo.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I remember, like, when she walked in for episode 1, we just covered last week, I'm like, oh, she's got so much life and so much joy. That's not going to last very long.
No, and also, like, for her to be showing her cards like that so quickly, because she ends up staying through this episode. Mm-hmm. But to already be like, no, I'm done. Like, I'm leaving. Like, before she even leaves, like.
Mm-hmm. It was building. But we got to remember, like, up until this point, a bunch of the girls wanted to go. I think James was already threatening to leave. I want to say one of the other girls said that they wanted to go.
Yeah. I think I heard, like, what was it? Like, everyone but Jessica basically wanting to quit or something.
Everyone but Jessica and Jimbo by the finale wanted to quit. But
Crazy. Everybody
had their moments. And I guess during that one where Kahana wants to leave during the musical, like 3 of them also wanted to walk out. I don't remember who all was brought up, but yeah, this is all a very rough moment. And we get to the lip sync song, which is Coconuts, where Jessica Wilde is doing a La Veneno look. This is La Veneno. Do you remember Alexandra de Reval just did this?
Yes.
Isn't it so cool?
True.
She literally just did it. It was so fun. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. And they got there just to this song.
My coconuts.
You can put them in your mouth.
You can put them in your mouth.
Right now?
Right
now? We didn't even mention that the queen of gay pop, JoJo Siwa, is here, the one who invented it. And she was losing it to Jessica.
That lesbianism.
Totally.
She was enamored.
Yeah, she had the same vibe to me as like Tia Mowry when the Ganja was lip syncing. Like, wow, I didn't know people could do that. It was like the same vibe.
Literally, she's so into titties right now.
It's true. I'm curious why Raja was the one they chose for Coconuts. One, because like I think there were other songs this season that she could have been here for.
It did feel unfortunate, and Raja gets stuck with those her doing boom clap. It's like, why does she always gotta do these songs?
Right.
Like, give her something else.
Give her something good, please. And also she didn't wear a single titty. Not one. She's doing coconuts and she has no titties. And she's over there like, you can put them in your mouth, shaking her flat chest. And I'm like, listen, little titty representation is important.
The flat-chested dolls.
The flat-chested dolls are important. But you are literally doing a song that says, the twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley. You got to have something in there.
Circa Full House. the twins are infants for sure.
That's what Raja's were. Jessica wins and gets $30K, which is more money than Tyra won, the winner of Jessica's original season.
That's fierce.
Isn't that insane?
Karmic justice.
Totally. And chooses to eliminate Ms. Femme. Not Miss Femme.
Hello?
I don't remember Ms. Kasha Davis's rapple name. I would just remember Ms. Femme.
Kashi Goleen.
Not that.
So, who, remind me, your bottom 3 would have been Candy. You said
Candy, Darian, and did I say James? I'm pretty sure I said James.
See, I get that because I would have said Darian, James, and Kasha. I still would have kept Kasha, but I think James should have been there, TBQH.
Yeah. I think James should have been in the bottom the first week, too.
Fair.
And I think if Naisha was in the bottom last week, James should have been there with her.
Clock that T.
I don't know. Okay. I like James Mansfield. I don't know why I've been very anti-James Mansfield this season.
Well, you know, it's funny because I was such a James apologist on first watch of this season. Mm-hmm. And I think now I still love her and I still see a lot of, excellence in her. But I also see moments where I'm like, okay, well, maybe that wasn't as fierce as I remember.
Totally. I just don't think this was her season, to be honest. I would have kind of loved her in another group.
That's so fair. And, it still was great for her to be reintroduced to the audience. And I think it almost felt like a proper first season for her than
completely.
I feel like she could do another All-Stars, honestly.
A tournament.
A versus.
Oh, yes. Kasha leaves saying, there's always time for kindness.
Crying.
I literally cried again.
Crying, shambles, tears.
Heartbreak. What did you think about her non-begging situation in Untucked? Because Jessica says the reason why she chose to eliminate Kasha is that she was like, well, I've got a family at home. I got a dog. I got things to go back to. So it's not like I'm going to die if I don't win this. And I think Jessica took that as, I'm ready to go home. But I kind of took it as, if you need to make a decision, I'm not going to fall down into pieces. I have a life.
She's at peace with it.
Right.
I don't know if I'm reading into it too much, but I feel like it's multi-layered. Because it also depends on how you feel about that person. Because if you don't want Kasha to go home, but Kasha is the one who's making it easiest to eliminate, you might also be frustrated that they're not giving you reason to justifiably save them. Because, if it's they secretly wanted to eliminate Darian or they secretly wanted to eliminate this other person, and they could have said, well, this other person just gave such compelling reasons.
Yeah.
But if you have this one person who isn't really fighting to the same extent as the other two, they are, in a way, easier to justify being sent home when you already have such a difficult situation and such a difficult decision to make. But if that person is not the person you wanted to necessarily eliminate, that can also be frustrating. So I don't know. Maybe it's a manifestation of some of those feelings, not that entire process, but I also think about that as well of I want you to still be here and I'm frustrated that you're not making it easy for me to save you.
I totally get that. It's funny, the parallel lines that we see in All Stars where there are queens that beg and are like, please let me stay here. Yeah. And then someone will eliminate them for whatever reason. And there are queens that are kind of like, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then people vote to either keep or remove them. It really goes to show there's not any real parameter of how to eliminate someone in All Stars.
Yeah, and I think I am accustomed to, in US, it's very the one who wants it the most usually stays. And anyone who seems a little flippant or at peace, usually that is a death sentence compared to in España just this season, Satin Greco was ready to go for Margarita.
Totally.
But they're well, no, just because you're ready to go doesn't mean we're ready for you to go. And we see what happens with that. So obviously it's for the best,
and even Vanya was like, please let me lip sync.
Literally.
Let them stay.
But meanwhile in the US it's you're okay with the prospect of being eliminated. She doesn't want to be here anymore.
Right.
Let her go.
Right. And I mean, yeah, it's just interesting. It's very interesting. So we move into episode 4, Scream Queens, where the votes are close. It's 4-5 for Darian and Kasha.
Which, that must feel rough to be Darian. Because usually it's a pretty, clear, they went in the other direction. There's a couple outliers that causes a little, tension, whatever. But, no, this was a tight one. And I think this season has more of those sort of tight or split voting.
Yeah. And what's interesting to me is that we're getting these rogue confessionals from people like Alexis saying that there's blood in the water. They're looking for any reason to get rid of each other. But I'm like, are they? Because they seem to be playing very fairly.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about that's playing with blood in the water. And it almost makes me wonder if she's specifically talking about Candy. Because that moment that Heidi brings up next episode where Candy was implying backstage when cameras were off that if Jimbo landed in the bottom, she would get her out since she's the front runner.
Yeah.
And apparently Alexis heard that, which we'll get to in a minute. I'm jumping way ahead, like 20 minutes. But it makes me wonder if in that moment she was talking about Candy perhaps. And is like maybe thinking the room is feeling that way too. Like they want to get out the front runners.
Yeah. Well, and it is interesting because it kind of feels like we are being told something, but it's like, are we seeing all of that?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know the real tea.
Me as well, because we're hearing all these things that like the room is shifty and everyone's feeling a certain kind of way, but then it's split votes. A lot of people are ready to get rid of Darian because she's been in the bottom a lot of times. They're trying to be really fair.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It kind of flies in the face of these things we're being fed to. And then Heidi's story about wanting to go is getting bigger, and that is getting a lot more focus.
Bigger.
The maxi is to make trailers for a sickening scripted series. I have a slight issue with how loose this concept was. It's not make a drag queen series in a fantasy setting.
Yeah.
Or a sci-fi or a western. It's do whatever you want.
I
Just
know.
make a series.
I would love specific parameters like drag queen crime dramas, drag queen like cop shows, drag queen like cooking shows.
Daytime soap.
Daytime soap.
That would have been fierce. Yeah. It just has to be must-see TV.
And
that's
okay. I don't know if I want to complain about this now or later. Okay, well, there's not much to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if we just want to get into it. Do you know what I hate about most of these challenges? Shout out to whoever pointed this out to me the first time.
Mm-hmm.
These queens always give the entire plot like it's like a mini episode.
Yes.
Where it's like you're showing me a trailer to something, but you just gave me the beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
And conclusion to the storyline in the trailer.
There's a resolve every single time.
And I hate that. That's what's great about Sasha and Shay's
Titsanaski.
Yeah, Titsanaski.
Yeah.
Where it's like it isn't like resolved. Like they show like emotional like development, quote unquote. Bitch, vote. Like whatever.
Standing and touching each other's butts while looking at the sunset.
Like they definitely like develop it, but like they don't show a quote unquote ending.
Right.
Whereas like most of these trailers basically like resolved what was happening within the trailer itself, which is like that's not a trailer.
Yeah.
That's a mini-sode.
You're giving us a TikTok edit of a film. Of a
it's
feature
the
film.
extended TikTok length.
Yeah.
And the horrors it's caused.
The woman landed on an island, but there were voices, and the others that were there were drag queens who were former dead celebrities.
Can I also say no disrespect to the grades.
Yeah.
I would wager that more than half of the people watching don't know who Agnes Moorehead is.
I had no idea who it was.
And it's like, of course, Alexis Michelle knows who that is.
Of course.
But it's like, come on now. Let's do something a little bit more accessible to the general audience.
Yeah, we can talk about these trailers since we're already there. So, I mean, we'll go through them really quick. There's like a Lost type thing that James, Darian, and Alexis do, which in order to get the roles, they have to pop the balloons, and they let the pit crew actually like hump them this time. And almost all of them bottom for the pit crew to get their balloon colors.
You know, nature's healing.
Honestly, if I could have, I would have been like, Bruno.
Bruno, compound me. Hey, Bruno,
Exactly.
you want to compound my
puss? You want to compound my puss? It's Get Off Island, which I think had a lot of potential as like, if they had done a trailer for 3 girls that got shipwrecked a la Gilligan's Island and were like getting into hilarity and hijinks while they were trying to get off the island, rubbing coconuts together to try to make fire and trying to figure out how to make rafts multiple times, but they keep breaking. Like that had so much potential.
But so you would have ditched the celebrity ghost storyline?
I know that's crazy to consider that this extra B plot
wasn't necessary. Well,
yeah.
because, you know,
Isn't that
they
nuts?
set it up like they were trying to sort of establish the archetypes. Like Alexis is the slutty one, Darian is the dumb one, and then James is sort of like the straight man, the smart one, whatever. And then it was like, oh no, but it's actually where celebrities like go to die / become ghosts, so no one knows where they are or like can't keep tabs on them. Yeah, well, sure.
That's like the season 3 arc. They got way ahead of themselves.
I don't know.
This had potential.
I think it had potential for sure. Yeah, if they had like, more so leaned into the abandoned on an island storyline, like you were saying, or even like it would have been funnier if it was not like random celebrity ghosts, but almost like forgotten divas or something. Like, I don't know.
I would have just scrapped all of that. I would have literally just kept it as random. Get tons of B-roll of them doing stuff on the island. Their clothes progressively get more shredded.
Dumb bitches on an island.
Right. And then I would have done something like, oh, girls, we're going to starve. And then Bruno comes up and is like, but I have all this booty for you to eat. And then Darian's like, we're going to starve.
Please.
I think there's so much they could have done that could have been hilarious.
The whole time they're actually in like, you know, Saint-Tropez.
Oh my
like,
God.
They're in Florida. Like, they think they're abandoned. Like, something stupid like that.
It's like there's a B-roll of it floating over like a city and it shows that they're there, but they still have no idea.
And they're like, girl, this is Pismo Beach. Like...
Team 2 is Candy, Jessica, and Jimbo, which, much to your point, it was a movie to me. This was not a miniseries.
No.
At all. They're girls that are in high school, and it was, I don't mean to be all max about it, but it was all very raunchy.
It was all very bad.
It was really bad.
I didn't like it.
I love the idea of like a Scream Queens style show, but there are 3 of them.
Yeah. And like... I don't know. It was just bad. I just thought it was bad. I thought it was clunky.
It was uncomfortable.
I thought Jessica was the best. She made me laugh the most of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
But this was not it for me.
Douching with the water bottle too, or trying to, was also crazy.
Yeah, I'd like to forget about that.
The therapy will make you forget it at some point. But I thought Candy was kind of hard to watch. And, like, Jimbo had okay moments, but I think she kind of felt out of place in the scene. And then our last group is Run Queen Run, which is Heidi, Kahana, and Lala Ree. This was the funniest group. Lala's weird, like, Fat Albert voice that she was doing, and then Heidi's voice.
It was so strange.
It was so strange, but it was funny.
Can I say I didn't really like this one either?
That's so fair.
I didn't really like most of them.
Yeah.
I think, to me, honestly, the first one was my favorite. But I think that even Kahana actually did quite good in this group. I feel like they all tried very hard. I will say I didn't like the concept.
Okay.
I didn't like the characters. But I liked the effort and the acting that they gave.
Okay.
Given the circumstances.
My thought was the idea of these 2 like nasty gooners that are constantly trying to catch this celebrity drag queen but can't do it and keep failing every single time. That had premise to me as the concept of the brief.
You wanted to see more nasty gooning.
I did want to see more nasty gooning. I wanted to see more of them trying to catch Kahana in weird ways. And then it fails every time. Like, it's almost like a 10-minute cartoon, like a Boris and Natasha, where they're always trying to do something but failing every single time.
Well, yeah, it's interesting. I even saw a commentary that was all very much like Heidi should have won.
Yeah.
This was Heidi's to win. See, okay, so I think that is very much the general consensus, which you share. She
should have won last week, but I mean, I think week 1 should have not been Kahana's week. I think that could have gone to Mrs. Kasha Davis. Week 2 was Jessica's win. Week 3 was Heidi's win. Week 4 was Heidi's win.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Heidi, when they're in the workroom, she's talking about her frustration with Candy, and she's like, if y'all want to play this game, I'll spill all this motherfucking tea. I will burn this building down with all the tea
Get
I have.
into it.
She's ready to pop. The runway category is Ask the World Turns, which is just a butt runway.
Just butts.
Just butts, which I love butts. Big fan of butts. I'm just confused why it was Ask the World Turns and why they put James first. Because when James comes out first in this really stunning, like, cultural, what did she say this was? Indigenous Mexican culture type concept. I'm like, oh, it's a culture runway. It's a culture runway featuring butts. A little strange, but I can get into that. And then nobody else did anything like that.
Yeah, it was very much one in of its own.
One in the pink.
Is so one in the pink.
One in the pink, but zero anywhere else.
James is one in the pink.
Totally. So, like, editing wise, it told me a story that we were going to expect a certain thing, and it wasn't that. James probably could have been last in the lineup, so it didn't confuse what the other looks were supposed to be.
Fair.
Because I think I was expecting different things. That being said, there were a lot of looks I hated. And I will say the two that I think solidified themselves in the bottom, or the group that solidified themselves in the bottom, were Candy, Jessica, and Jimbo.
Ooh.
I do not like Jimbo's titty butt. I think it's so bad. I think Candy's butt cheeks are a little too high on that alien. And then Jessica's is way too simple. She was doing what Sabrina Carpenter was doing for her tour before Sabrina did it.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, it was just too simple. So the three of them were very low for me. I love Darian's look. And even though it might not be the most clean and polished, I really like Heidi's donkey look because it's a wordplay. But remember, she did Pinocchio in season 12.
Yeah.
He turns into a donkey in his story.
She just has to do a Jiminy Cricket look.
Oh my God, come back for tournament and do cricket.
Yeah, the donkey in the lingerie is crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I don't love a lot of them. The ones that I like are, I actually do like Jessica's. I like the little smooch on the booty.
I think it's cute. It's just simple.
No, that's so real. Most of them are simple. Mm-hmm. And the ones that aren't simple are bad. I like Alexis's.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
It did not really give me the brief, though.
No.
Even the bit in the back.
Yeah.
They loved it, though. They were like,
but it's
so
like,
about this.
let me break it down. I don't like Darian's. I don't like Heidi's. It looks bad, even though I like the concept. I do like James's, but not for the category. I like Jessica's, but it's simple. I am ambivalent about Jimbo's. I'm ambivalent about Kahana's because it's like another plastic surgery look. I don't like Candy's, and I don't like Lala's. Like this, and it's a bummer because, like, I love butts.
Yeah, me too.
I love to see butt.
Me too. I want to see more butts.
I want to see that booty butt.
That booty butt. Balenciaga.
Booty butt. But yeah. But no.
But no. Episode title. I felt really, really frustrated with the way that this all resolved, and I'm trying to just laugh it off so I don't get myself mad and activated because it's just a TV show. But this is now 2 for 2 with Alexis Michelle getting into a group assignment for a video challenge and throwing her teammates under the bus.
Messy Alexis. Listen, that is so Alexis coded.
It is.
That is her tea.
Once is an accident, twice is a hobby.
Period.
And it's like, okay, so you just you drive the bus straight over your teammates, and I don't know if you can hear that little sound. That's snake behavior.
Well, okay.
Sorry,
and
Alexis.
Also knowing that, you know, she knew the tea with what happens with Heidi and everything, and, you know, doesn't stand up.
Mm-hmm. Stand up.
You know, it is unfortunate. Mm-hmm. how do I say this? She's made for all-stars in the bad way.
Yeah. Alexis would work better in a tournament style All Stars.
Bracketeer.
Yeah, bracketeer, I think. And then, yeah, I really don't appreciate that. Trying to save yourself by blaming your teammates. Like, oh, it was Darian's idea. It wasn't mine. I didn't want to do it anyway. But I was just a team player. That's not the point of a team challenge.
Hate that.
You can't claim that you're upset with your treatment if you didn't stand up for yourself. You're an adult.
Well, and that's the thing too, and that's so real to say because like also in ooh, okay, well let's catch that tea. Because in the industry you could be the best actor, the best singer, the best dancer, the best talent. But if you're also not able to advocate for your ideas and your artistry, like you will get lost in the mix.
Yeah.
So just as much as it is your responsibility to come up with good ideas, to brainstorm, to collaborate, you also have a good idea. Like you also have a responsibility to stand up for your own good ideas and to, you know, champion your own vision and your own artistry. Right. So that it doesn't get lost in the other loud voices because you're just in a mix of everyone trying to have their moment, shoot their shot. So
yeah,
just as much as it's a responsibility to bring the ideas, it's a responsibility to defend your own ideas and your own, you know, POV.
Yeah, I would agree with everything you said. And it just made me really lose a lot of respect, I think, in that moment for her, especially knowing what's coming down the pipe. Something that also confused me is the way that all this resolves with the winner, because Michelle during the whole recording process was really reaming Jessica, Jimbo, and Candy for being too blue. I don't think we can air that. You're going to have to change that. We're going to have to not do that. And normally in these acting challenges, if they have to redirect them too much, you are difficult to direct.
You know, yes, the final product was great, but
yeah,
there's a lot of work to get to that, you know?
Right. You guys had too many ideas and we had to really work to get it there.
It was like pulling teeth to get a good take.
Right. But this time it was that they were doing too blue. They could not air half the things they wanted to bring up. And yet they're still rewarded with the high placement. And it's the thing we've talked about so many times. The production matters until it doesn't.
Yeah,
and
for real.
If it matters because they want you to be high, like with Kylie in that one acting challenge, it didn't matter that Michelle had to get up and show her how to do it. It was fine. But if Michelle had to get up and help like Raja, she would have been bottom too, you know? So it kind of frustrates me. And this is a lot of my peak frustration with this season. And honestly, I think that Darian probably should have been called safe because the look. I know you didn't really care for it, but I thought it was significantly stronger for Darian than everything else this season, where they've really been hammering that she hasn't had much of an aesthetic.
Yeah.
But I think they did not want to lose James or Alexis. So they were like, let's go ahead and just sacrifice her because we're ready for her to go. And Untucked is also really dramatic because Darian calls out Alexis's nonsense, says that she felt like she just stepped back and watched the bus hit her, but then doesn't vote for her. She votes for James because she's still mad at her for like, saying her name.
You got to choose who to have smoke for.
Right. 100%. And all of this like track record stuff is being brought up, which totally again flies in the face of this. There's blood in the water. They're ready to eliminate whoever. Because if that was the case, they all did not like James. They should have eliminated James.
They were over her shit.
They were, but at the same time, they were following track records so hard because they wanted the fairness too. That if they landed in the bottom, that everyone would take track record into consideration and not snipe them out. So like, it's very, very interesting. You know what I would have done? Like, if I were Darian in that moment though, I would have been like, I know that I've been in the bottom a lot. I know that the judges are not really feeling me, and I know we're going by track record. But just keep in mind here that James has been annoying all of you. And you have been frustrated with her. And if I've been in the bottom all these weeks, I'm probably going to be in the bottom next week. So let me be this season's Roxy. I'll do it. I'll be here. It's fine with me. They clearly are not vibing with me. So vote her out, get strong competition out, and you got to guarantee I'm probably going to be in the bottom next week. Take a risk. And I would have just played it like that. It would have been so messy.
And you know what? That's good TV.
It is.
Say it with your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Let the audience know your plan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's drama and conflama.
Conflama. The lip sync assassin is progenitor Jan Chanel. She's the OG Jan.
Stop.
The lip sync song is Bad Reputation by Joan Jett. This
lip sync could have been an email.
This was a softball for Jimbo.
This was a T-ball.
It was literally on a stick and she still missed it. This was a T-ball for her. Because like Chanel wasn't even going that hard. And Chanel's a great lip syncer, but she was not going that hard.
No, she was just vibing. It was very second number on a Tuesday.
At 11 p.m.
Yeah.
She wins, which I think like she wasn't even tearing that hard.
No, it was, we're priming her for her return.
For her return next season.
A reintroduction, but no, she could have even done more, but she went easy on the bitch.
She did. And the group votes out Darian.
Tragic.
It really is. I would have loved to have seen more of her. Episode 5 is the last one we're going to talk about. It's the Snatch Game of Love, my least favorite version of Snatch Game.
You prefer the Snatch Game of Hate.
I do. I want to see the Snatch Game of despair, anger.
Wait. A Snatch Game roast?
Oh.
Snatch Game of Hate, and it's a roast of each other.
Oh my god.
Because then also the leeway of like you get to roast the celebrities.
Oh yeah, that could be so fun though.
That's definitely an all-stars kind of thing.
Wow, producers.
Wow, producers, I know you all are listening. RuPaul, I know you have this saved.
Everybody except for Darian voted for Darian. There's literally only one vote for James, and that is from Darian.
Listen, Darian, I'm glad she didn't vote for herself. She's a real ass bitch. Can I also say?
Yeah.
I don't think she did bad.
No.
I think
she was fine.
I think Candy did the worst.
Yes.
I think that her whole group did fine.
Mm-hmm. I think Darian could have been safe. I think, and also the thing we didn't talk about was that they were all judged as groups. I think they could have been judged individually.
Yes, it could have been an individual moment, especially in All-Stars. I feel like regular Drag Race maybe judges teams. All-Stars, we judge as individuals.
Right.
Catch that tea.
Catch that tea. The maxi is to romance a sexy snatchler. So my question is, why would you choose to do a child character for
You pervert.
You pervert for a Snatch Game of Love?
I mean, I feel like the only choice would be you have to be aware of the subversion and the implications.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just maybe thought it was going to be a regular Snatch Game. But
you know that it's going to be of love. You know that.
Maybe they thought they were going to be at sea.
We talked about this pre-recording and pre-cameras, pre-mic.
Before the cameras went up,
Before the cameras went up. So, I mean, my thing is, at this time, the conservative right was talking about how drag queens shouldn't be reading to kids, how they were child groomers. So, like, I don't know why Drag Race didn't go, okay, this is kind of hot right now in media, so we would love if you did not play or imply in any way that you might be a child or childlike or have a childlike mentality. Because I think it'd be one thing if you're playing Shirley Temple as an old lady.
Like a Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Yeah.
Like the old lady doing child.
Totally. I think maybe there's something in that. And she does say that she's like 100 years old or something, but she still says when Rue asks her the question of, what are you looking for? She says that she wants to know if the Snatchler can babysit. and she like brings up things that are very childlike in reference.
Yes,
And I think
she's definitely a child.
she's absolutely mentally a child, which is crazy because even Bowen says on the way out, I'm probably going to get put on a registry for saying this. Like, they should have told him, let's do a retake of that. Let's not do that line. This is really hot right now. This episode kind of like gets me activated in a way that Drag Race doesn't normally.
Oh.
I get activated with this
You
one.
just, you stress of the implications, essentially.
Yeah, for me, this is my favorite show in the world. I love RuPaul's Drag Race at all in the Drag Race universe. I have my frustrations here and there, but it's my favorite show. And I think that one thing, especially the US seasons do, is like, go vote, bitches, but then don't tell us why we should vote or care other than just, Ru has nationalistic tendencies and loves America. And then real world issues happen where politicians are on TV saying drag queens shouldn't be reading to kids.
Yeah.
And then Drag Race does nothing to try and temper that. And they sort of add a little more fuel to the fire by having this kind of creepy interaction between a Snatch Game character and the player in the game, and then allow a creepy comment. Even I'm positive that that is not Bowen's tea at all, and he was just trying to make a silly. But that is not something to me. That's not something to joke about.
To me?
Para mí.
Para mí.
So I am concerned and confused why no producer was like, we should really do a reshoot on that line. Go ahead and say something else for why you chose Shirley Temple. You know?
I get it. And well, you know, I think I understand the sensitivity of like, you know, kind of worrying in advance of like what someone from a different perspective would say about this. But, you know, it's also hard because I feel like it's also like, it's tricky because I don't know exactly how to speak to it because I also feel like, you know, we don't deserve to like compromise in the sense of like playing a childlike character obviously doesn't mean the sort of insidious intent that other parties would ascribe to it.
Right.
But I also understand the sensitivity of like, you know, even having to like be sensitive to not want to look a certain way, but it's also hard of like other people like Jimbo probably don't care. Are just like, well, I want to do this character because it's funny. But it's even like I remember they caused quite a stir with like their women bodysuits and doing like the like extremely graphic like the breasts and like they even have like bodysuits with like female anatomy like stuff like that, where it's like certain parties like understand like other implications beyond just like the hee hee ha ha of it. And so it's like, you know, obviously certain things might be perceived from a certain mindset, but it's also received from all sorts of mindsets.
Right.
And so, you know, that audience who's digesting the art also has the, you know, the right and the opportunity to speak to how it affects them or like how they see it affecting, you know, the audience at large.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to temper ourselves as queer people to meet other people where they're at, and nor should we have to, you know, play it safe for them. But at the same time, there are, like you said, there are some sensitivities to be made because there are so many groups of people that are watching, and you can play any celebrity.
Yeah.
You don't need to play a celebrity that thinks they're a kid.
Well, and also like you're not being offended on behalf of a people group that you have nothing to do with, which is also fine. Like, but you are also like being sensitive and, you know, receptive to the issue on behalf of your own community. So I also respect that. You know?
Okay, so let's talk about these really quick. So we got Heidi as Blackbeard in group 1. Can we talk about the beard that wasn't glued all the way down on the left?
It was giving very season 7.
It was so season
7 bearded runway.
Our Flag Bean's death was really popular at this time, I think.
It was, but like, girl, this was the fool. I'm sorry. I'm over historical figures. Well, not even historical. Blackbeard is barely historical.
Right.
To me, this is like someone doing Santa Claus for Snatch Game. And I'm like, I'm sick of that shit.
That, though.
You want to see someone do Santa?
Okay, if someone did Santa, I would totally, because my thing is, I don't want to see fictional characters. I don't want to see Mrs. Bigfoot. I don't want to see Blackbeard. I don't want to see Cupid. I don't want to see drag queens. Unless you're doing Coco Peru. That's fine. But like, if someone came out and did Santa Claus, I'd be like, pfft,
you live.
I would live. That would actually do it for me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. It's a double standard.
I struggle because it's like we're sort of like we're straying further from God's light because
completely.
Like to me this is no different than an original character because like it's
Kim
not,
Jong-un.
Exactly, because you're not impersonating anything.
Right.
You're doing a character that is like a pirate, sure, but like it is different than stemming from like true like there are interviews and there's clips and there's footage of this celebrity on YouTube right now that you can pull up and that help like fill in the blanks of the impersonation you're seeing on Snatch Game.
Right.
And like that is the one thing that I love because I will say I love me some celebrity impersonation.
Yeah, you want the celebrity illusion of it all.
I think it is like and I get that is kind of a secret art of what Snatch Game is. Like, yes, it's make Rue laugh, but it is at its core also a celebrity impersonation challenge, which is also like it's almost like the side quest tenet of drag. Like it is not a necessity to be able to do celebrity impersonation, but it is like the bread and butter of some of the most successful drag queens, especially before Drag Race.
Completely.
Like I feel like that is such a huge tenet of like drag culture.
Chad, Dolly Levi, oh my god, there's a name of someone who used to do a lot of Jones.
Yeah.
Anyway, to your point.
I mean, people like Hot Chocolate, even like, I don't know, there's so much like there's celebrity impersonation. I mean, yeah, a lot of the Vegas queens in general. Like, I think that is just such a like core art to drag. So I feel like Snatch Game is a little bit of like, you know, reference to that among other things. And so I do hate when it's like an original character or like something like this where it's like Blackbeard, even like the Mona Lisa. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I want someone where I can know exactly who you're impersonating or look up who you're impersonating and laugh when I hear the actual person.
Completely.
But like we don't really get that with historical figures. I'm over historical figures in Snatch Game. That's my rant. I'm over.
No, I hear you. And this wasn't even like Taika Waititi.
No.
This is not even
it's not even a characterization of Blackbeard. She's like, you're just doing Blackbeard.
You're just doing a character study.
Yeah.
She was bantering a lot with the room, which I kind of understood why Kahana got frustrated with her, but to me it wasn't any different than like Eureka trying to banter when the girls were quiet.
Yeah.
During her Snatch Game.
Some girls just be talking. They're trying to, you know, have a moment.
And not let the room go dead.
Have it.
Have it. Jessica is Edie Chacon. I think that she was a little too committed to that Gooner laugh. That like it just didn't.
But I can't not the Gooner laugh.
The Gooner laugh.
She was gooning in her own little world.
She really was. She was pretty.
She was great.
Kahana is Coco Montrese as the I'm not joking bitch meme.
Woof.
Woof. Big woof.
But like that, but like butched out, like sitting like man spreading in a robe, like coochie barely covered, like it was giving like Coco Montrese in the I'm not joking bitch, like ready to come on as like the next fighter in like a WWE skit where they like bring on like the two main bitches are already fighting, but then like their friend shows up and like you know 1-2 sucker punches them and then like the bigger one like picks them up and throws them at their enemy. Like that's giving what Kahana's about to come in and be. She's gonna be like the fast, like nimble, agile friend who like, you know, flips around him like Black Widow and like, you know, grabs him by the neck and like turns him upside down.
Brain rot. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Stop. up.
Do you know what I'm referencing?
I hate it.
Do you know what I'm
I'm gonna
referencing?
beat your ass.
For anyone that doesn't have the worst brain rot in the world, it's LaShawn Beyond, season 4 of the Wrestling Challenge, and Rue asked her about her wrestling voice.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass.
With that voice. And then James is Jennifer Coolidge. I love that line. Oops. Hi, Matt Rogers. You seem like a homosexual. We can lay in bed and touch fabric swatches. That was funny.
It was funny. It was good. And there's definitely a lot of Jennifer Coolidge bloat.
Much.
Post White Lotus.
Yeah.
We see her impersonate a lot. But James's Jennifer Coolidge is pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved her line, it's a SAG violation just being here to avoid answering something. I always feel like you should have one, if you're going to go on Snatch Game, you need to have one non-answer answer. Like, I don't give a shit about these chicken shit gigs. You need to have one of those.
And it can't just be like, I was too busy, blah, 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 to write something down.
Yeah.
That is not the tea.
Oh, sorry, I was douching. I didn't write anything.
I was too busy changing my wig.
Yeah, and so I thought that was a good non-answer. In group 2, we have Alexis's B. Arthur. Probably the only person that's ever beat the Golden Girls curse, ever.
Okay, I was gagged by how fiercely RuPaul was laughing at her.
She was doing the Weasley
I'm like,
laughs.
I thought you hated this woman.
Yeah, I thought you
Alexis
hated her.
Michelle, not B. Arthur.
She loves B. Arthur, but they did not bring up the fact that Raven did this in All Stars 1.
Girl, herstory.
Herstory.
Hidden herstory.
It's so interesting when Drag Race acknowledges that one character's been done, and they're like, are you sure that you want to do Cardi B? She's been done. But then someone else will be like, I think I'm going to do B. Arthur. And no one is like, oh yeah. No one's ever done that before.
It was even interesting, the most recent episode of Canada.
I was just thinking about that.
Where they acknowledged, who was it?
It was Shea Coulee's Flava Flav.
And I was like, that's a different franchise.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, yes, it's Canada and US are so similar.
Mm-hmm.
They're both English speaking, but I'm like, no one on Drag Race Canada has done Flava Flav.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a US All-Stars performance. Like, that is just so fascinating to me.
But then they didn't bring up the fact that Jeremy had done Teresa Caputo.
I know. And someone else has. Am I tripping? Oh! Wait, no.
Did someone else do it?
No. Well, no. I might be thinking of a different character.
Maybe.
I don't know. Drag Race overload.
It's overload. But yeah, I thought she was surprisingly very funny. I really thought that she did the thing. She made me actually laugh, and I didn't really laugh too much at her Liza. Like, I thought her Liza was okay.
Yeah, I thought the B. Arthur was strong, and it's very much when the girlies do B. Arthur, what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. Like, the perfect balance of, like, slutty, but also, like, deadpan and smart and, like, one step ahead.
Right. And that was what she was. Candy is someone named Renee Graziano from Mob Wives. I know you're like a drama show person. Have you ever watched Mob Wives?
No, but
Okay.
I feel like that is like definitely like on the agenda because it seems crazy. And they get down on a different wavelength.
That's Big Angie's show, right?
It is Big Angie's show.
Good. Rest in peace, Diva. I thought Candy was fun. She didn't blow me out of the water, but she was fun.
Yeah, it was fine. It was funny.
And then Lalaurie is Suki Hana from Love and Hip Hop Miami, which I've never watched that either.
Never watched. I thought it was whatever.
Yeah. I thought she looked really pretty. She kind of looked puss.
She looked puss. I thought she was as funny as Lalaurie is just naturally funny. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Completely. And then Jimbo is Shirley Temple, which I've literally said my piece about this so many times.
You shared your thoughts, your truth.
What did you think?
It's not my own thought, but I think it's funny. One of my favorite comments is, why is Jimbo tap dancing as Shirley the best dancing she's done on the entire franchise?
Stop.
Like, it is the best, cleanest performance she turned out, like, dance-wise. Like, it does... It's one of those performances where it's very much like she was just gonna do that regardless. Mm-hmm. Like, she was prepared to do that in any setting, any type of Snatch Game, any room, any vibe.
Was she ready to do so?
She was ready to do so. Um, but like, I don't know. Some of the shit she said just made me laugh. I'll call you clam chowder because you look like you smell. That is stupid, but I loved it.
You lived.
I did live. I did live. I also just like, I don't know. I think the next closest to a winner was James.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think this was more of a deserved win for Jimbo. And to me, maybe the deserved win for her. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. We'll get to it in a second, but we have some drama in the workroom the next day because Kahana feels like Heidi was antagonizing her and trying to sabotage her, which we've already said what I thought about that. But what's interesting about this is right as Heidi is about to resolve this with Kahana and try to hug it out, Candy pulls a Javi's on Cloverbeach and is like, by the way, Heidi, you fucking suck. We need to talk about this problem that we have together. And Heidi's like mid-opening arms to go hug Kahana and is like, what about you now? And Candy is mad that Heidi went to Jimbo and was like, hey, Candy's gunning for you. Because Heidi decided to address this backstage, off cameras. And you and I have talked about you not liking when things are said off camera that are brought up on camera. Like, we don't have photo evidence of this at all. And it's being brought here, and this is now being a big deal. So, like, this whole thing becomes a back and forth talking point, to which I hear the snake rattle again, because Heidi goes, well, Alexis, you were there when it happened, right? And Alexis fully is like, I don't know if I want to be involved in this.
She's like computing in real time. But it felt like she was ultimately more scared of Candy than she was loyal to Heidi.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
That, like, majorly sucks. Like, what do you think she's going to do to you?
Right.
You think she's just going to, like, hit you in the middle of the workroom? In all the years that Candy has been on Drag Race, I have never heard of anybody saying that she seemed violent.
No.
So I'm like, and do you remember after Alexis was eliminated, she said that she regretted not eliminating Candy over Lala. And she said that she was scared of Candy. And I'm like, what is this? Where did the fear come from? Because, like, I mean, I've heard that...
where. No.
Well, you know what? You're so right. I mean, I'll say my thing. Like, I think that Candy is someone who doesn't take anybody's bullshit. And I've seen her fight fans on the internet for years because she doesn't let people come for her.
Yeah.
And on some level, I can respect that because I'm the same way. I'm like, you're not going to come for me. I'm going to fight you back. I don't care if you end up blocked or if you block me. I'm going to fight you back if you come at me sideways.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that Candy defends herself if she's attacked, but I've never heard of anybody saying that she seemed violent. So, like, and she's never displayed any type of violence. She's, like, popped off at Tamisha Iman, but, like, Tamisha was coming at her sideways.
Yeah, there was pre-existing beef. It wasn't random.
It wasn't like she just started yelling at her.
But also like, you're on camera. Like, you're in a protected environment.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're going to get beat up if you say something. Like...
Right. It's just confusing to me why she was so scared of her, because it's like... Again, she's never shown one single tendency that she was going to get overheated about something.
And it's like, I don't know, she had the power to do her, like, no, Ellen, that's not the truth,
right.
like, moment. And, like, really gag them.
And she says something like when Heidi asked her, she says yes, that she did hear it. And then Candy turns to her and is like, so you heard me say that I was gunning for Jimbo. And she goes... No, you didn't say that.
Well, no.
Yeah, it was very like, which one of you kids broke the lamp? It was the cat. The cat broke it. Like, it was such a clear lie that who's to believe it? I didn't believe her in that moment.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like you can just, like, handle it different. Even if you don't want to, like, necessarily call party A out for lying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can still say, like, Candy, like, are you sure that's how it happened?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Something like that, you know? Because I've seen the housewife tact of it, like, sister, no, like that's not how I remember it. Like, are you sure that's what happened? Kind of saying like, girly, I know the tea is going to get exposed. Like, do you want one more chance to set it straight before I make you look the fool?
Right.
And yeah, I just feel like, but that's the thing with, I don't know what Alexis's intention was. And in that moment, it felt like staying loyal to Candy, it seemed. But I really do feel like she had the leeway to really make a moment because like the ball was almost in her court because she is now being referred to as the authority on a situation. She has the power to like drop the scalding tea and be like, well, you did say that.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want that to get out. Or I know you don't want that to like leave that room, but that is what you said. Like, I don't know, make it a scalding like bombshell moment.
Totally. Or even if you want to say or imply something but still stay neutral, you could even say something like, you know, it's been really long production days. We've been working really hard. A lot of strategy's been talked about. You've brought up a lot of things.
Yeah.
And just leave it at that. And then it's neutral.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know, put the ball back in her court. Like, I don't know. Does that sound like something you would have said, Candy? Like, honestly, do you not see yourself saying that at some point after a long day?
Do you not think that Jimbo is your biggest competition and you would want to see her go? Like, that, I think a lot of us would want to see that.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. So this gets Heidi activated. And honestly, I think this was her final straw. She was looking for a reason to go, I think. And now that there was a fight, I think it was the perfect, like, okay, I can say that it was this.
When you're already pissed at work and then, like, the first, like, little bit of bullshit crops up with your coworkers. And you're like, okay, goodbye. I'm done.
Completely. There was one time I clocked into work and I fully did not want to be there. Like, I got to property and did not want to be there. And I like walked up to figure out where my assignment was for the day. And they said, you're going to go to this area that I did not want to go to. And I was like, I'm going to be so real with you. I didn't want to be here today anyway. That's my reason to go home. So I'm going to leave, actually.
You're like, actually, I am going to leave.
Actually, I'm going to just go home.
You know what? I am going to leave.
I don't like that, okay? I don't like that. So, like, yeah, that fully was this for Heidi. The runway category is one of my least favorite things in the world, which is reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself.
I really dominated the last runway. So what were your favorites in this one and least favorites?
It's a great question.
Or do you want me to go first so you can think?
I like, because I remember them.
Yeah.
I'm like, which ones do I like? I mean, I like the idea. I like the idea of Jimbo's, but I actually don't like it visually looking at it.
Me as well.
It makes me uncomfortable. The man side makes me nervous. I think her Eve side is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But the Adam that came out is like dark and sinister and ooky spooky, and I hate it.
It's like the Build-A-Boyfriend from AHS season 3.
Stop. And you know, that's the problem with the reveal runways is most of the first looks suck. Like, usually where they start at versus where they get to, like, point A and point B are not built the same.
Completely.
I would say, honestly, the most visually consistent for me was low-key, like, Lala's. Because I liked Lala's. I thought it was pretty.
Yeah.
It was unremarkable, but it was nice.
I know, crazy turn of events. I really like James's, despite it being, you know, a little silly and goofy looking. When she comes out in this, when she takes off the puppet and she's wearing this first pink look.
It's like her entrance look.
It's literally her season 9 entrance look. I went through onto the wiki and grabbed it. It's literally the same photo.
Classic quintessential James.
But you know what's interesting about this whole category? I can almost see elements of an all grown up style. Something about a lot of this reminds me of entrance looks or original looks. Because like Jessica has her chicken. From
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
And then I swear Kahana had something that looked like this in her season.
Yeah.
And this is James's totally her entrance, but upscaled. I feel like Candy's even looks like something that she wore on her season. And I will say, this is my favorite Candy mug of the whole season. I don't know what it is about this blonde on her and the way that she painted her face with that red lip. That's just like the best Candy mug.
Yeah, no, that is puss. That is some good Candy mug.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then I want to know what's going on with Alexis's makeup. Why does she have that white face?
The white face is crazy and ghoulish and gothic. I get that she's doing the Into the Woods witch reveal, which, you know, she was actually famous, not famous. She was popular on YouTube for this before her season. Like, if you looked at clips of her, there was clips of her doing the witch
Into
transformation from Into the Woods.
Yeah.
Where she turns into the
But
Wicked
not
Witch
famous.
to Meryl Streep.
Right.
Yes, but she wasn't famous for it. No, certainly not.
But it's like the Temu version of what Viv did for What Lies Beneath. Because Viv did it so good.
Yeah, the witch transformation.
She did it
Well,
so
because,
much
like,
better.
That in and of itself is already just like a different font of the Cinderella transformation.
1,000%.
Because it's the like the maid to like princess versus the like hag to evil queen. Like it is just that same sort of transformation concept.
Yeah. I agree. I think this could have been Alexis's win week, but controversially, I would have given the win to James. I thought her Jennifer Coolidge was so good. I thought it worked.
The Coolidge was good.
The Coolidge was really cool, and I loved the transformation. I thought it very much was in line with James's POV. And like you said, I really like the Eve side of Jimbo, and the fact that she walked backwards when she can barely walk forward normally.
Drag her.
Was great, but the male side was a little creepy.
If you started playing music, she would have fallen over. That's why.
Oh, fully.
Put on Spice Girls and she would have fallen off the stage.
Spice up your life. Falls over. Okay, hot take. So
Hot take.
I feel like what happens next is extremely cruel and emotionally manipulative to Kahana.
Ooh, okay. Catch that tea.
Here's my thought. So when Heidi walked out, I very much doubt that Jasmine Kennedy had even walked in.
Kennedy
Davenport.
Kennedy Yasmin.
I very much doubt that Jasmine Kennedy had even gotten to set yet.
Yeah.
They probably could have called her and been like, hey, Diva, we're going to send you back to the hotel and we're going to have you come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or the next day for the next lip sync song. Sorry to waste your time. We can get you a gig or something at Mickey's tonight. We'll call it Morgan. You know, like they could have done something to prevent her from being there, and they could have just done a celebratory top 2 lip sync, had one from both groups, pick James and Jimbo, have them lip sync together.
Fun.
Because this whole situation of bringing Jasmine Kennedy, a true lip sync assassin, out to assassinate Jimbo's career, because she trips during Hallucinate, which we'll talk about in a second.
Last thing you see before you're completely and utterly assassinated.
I just wanted you to know you were weird as shit in this lip sync. To bring her out and do this whole song and dance number, bring them up and be like, all right, it's time to reveal who's going to go home tonight. Actually, I made up my mind. I'm going to be blonde still. Also, nobody's going to go home. Teehee. I just feel like that's so cruel to Kahana for no reason. Because she's over here already feeling bad. Rumors are that going Kahana through it. And the rumors are that she already wanted to leave this week after Heidi walked out, is what I've heard. That she was like, okay, I think I'm going to dip. I didn't mean to do all that. I don't want to deal with all this anyway. And that's why it bleeds more into next week where she wants to go again in the Joan musical.
Because I think it does put a damper on the vibe.
Yeah. And I think she's feeling bad. A lot of the other girls are feeling bad. So like, to then put her on the stage and make her think that she's going to go home, I think was so unnecessary if they knew they weren't going to send anybody home.
It is a little psychological warfare, that is
Isn't
tea.
it? That's just my thought. But let's talk about Jasmine Kennedy, who one looks beautiful in this organza.
She looks so gorgeous.
Look how soft she looks.
She looks so good. I love when one of the trans girls gets the chance to sort of reintroduce themselves after their initial debut.
Yeah.
It's it's a re-debut, it's a reintroduction. She looked amazing. Highlights for me, one, her doing the Dua Lipa pencil sharpener in front of Las Culturistas, who of course know exactly what she's doing and appreciate it.
Yes, Dua.
Yes, Dua. And then the backflip into the like cartwheel, like pauses and then like front into the split
with the little tip tap that they did, the ding that they topped in there.
Yes, as she like suspends her like split.
It was everything.
Diva alert. Yeah, she ate that.
Are you pressing the button?
Ding 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 ding. Pressing the diva button. Yeah, it also was just like, you know how they say like you can feel like confident in a performer watching them, like versus someone where you feel nervous, like something's gonna go bad. I feel like Jimbo immediately fucking up was like, okay, I don't even have to worry about seeing if they'll keep up. I'm just gonna watch Jasmine, and I know she's gonna turn it.
Yeah. Every time the camera went to Jimbo looking like a stupid clown, I was like, boo, bring back the other one. I'm like, I don't want to watch her.
Put that hamburglar away.
Put that Ease My Hamburglar away.
It was very Ease My Hamburglar at Pride.
This is my favorite Jimbo look, though.
The purple?
Yeah.
It was very like cabaret.
Yeah, it was good. It was a great look. What I want to ask you is, who did it better? Vanity Milan and Crystal Versace, or Jasmine Kennedy?
See, that's the real tea, because Vanity and Crystal were neck and neck.
Yeah.
But then I think Jasmine also would have been neck and neck with either of them.
Yeah, totally.
Because like, I do think Jasmine did turn it quite fiercely.
She did.
That signature, the backflip into the ding and the split.
Yeah.
That was quite fierce, and I think that is fiercer than the middle jump split that Crystal did.
Totally.
Which was fierce, but not as fierce.
But also Vanity, when she did the and like her lip goes up and her eyebrow went up, that was great too.
See, someone needs to do the edit of just like the three-way lip sync. Yeah. It's there, no controllers.
Completely. So thoughts about this little run?
Not many.
Same.
This could have been an email.
This whole run could have been an email. And yet we talked about it for 2 hours.
Well, did we talk about it, or did we talk about other things?
Were you a container ship, or a ship contained?
Realize.
Thank you all so much for listening. We will do a little more Drag Race All-Stars 8 next week as we inch our way closer towards the end of this. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, you're doing a great job. You're doing the best you can, and that is all you can do. Goodbye.
Bye.